So the limitations in our healthcare experience are related to how we think about healthcare. We think healthcare is something that'll be delivered to us through a pill or through some type of therapy or some modality. We fail to recognize that health is actually something that comes from within us and is generated within, not something that we can generate from without. The only thing that we can do on the outside is pick our foods and the water that we drink, but even so, that still has to be processed from the inside. We can take it in and we can make good choices on the outside. It still has to be processed, and the ability with which we process it is going to determine our health.
People are conditioned to go to their doctor. The fact of the matter is, the doctor isn't the one that's doing any of the healing. The drugs might have some kind of effect to suppress maybe an overgrowth of a certain bacteria in your body, but your body's actually the thing that's doing the work.
We're the most drugged up society on earth, not getting any healthier for it, and we keep turning to the exact same thing that seems to be causing this problem and hoping that tomorrow it'll be the solution. It's never been the solution. But it's because we were taught to believe that. That's why we hold on so strongly.
And we just think that we have to have a pill or something like this to make it normal. It can't be normal on its own. It needs to have some outside help. And the limitation that we put on ourselves is that, my body wasn't designed for health, it was designed for sickness. We have this automatic program of, I'm just supposed to be sick. It's just supposed to happen. Well, it's that time of year, I'm going to get the flu. It's that time of year, I have this sinus infection every time this year. I just need to go get my drugs now. And it's limiting.
We don't want to let go because if we let go, it's letting go of our upbringing. Well, yeah, it's letting go of your upbringing, so let it go. Because everything is proving it's not working. So instead, let's go after something that is. Let's change the way we think instead. Let go of the old so you can accept the new, and the new is not new. The new is nature itself. It's been there the whole time.
So when everyone goes to their doctor, they want to heal, they want to get better. But reality is, a lot of the times, the solutions that a medical doctor is going to have is only going to mask the symptoms. It's not going to address the overall problem, which is true healing and health in the body.
When we think about insurance and what insurance is supposed to, health insurance, what it's supposed to do for us, health insurance should cover keeping us healthy, right? Well, health insurance really isn't designed for that at all. When you examine health insurance, it's designed to be sick care insurance. And so when you get sick, when you break your arm, when you have a major issue, then that insurance pays. But for health, it doesn't actually usually cover much of anything.
The human body is easily 1,000 times smarter than any doctor could ever hope to be. It knows everything that it needs to be doing on its own. What we're doing, why this is considered so shocking, is because we're allowing the body to heal itself. The fact of the matter is, it was designed to do that. All we're doing is removing the interference that's keeping it from expressing its full potential.
Take Superman for an example. Christopher Reeves is out horse riding, falls off the horse, breaks his neck, and the broken bones sever through his spinal cord. He loses all function in his body. So it's not that he broke every single bone of his body, tore every single muscle, destroyed every single organ. He actually destroyed one area, but that one area was carrying the signals between the brain and the body. And because the body didn't get a signal, function stopped. It's the clearest example of what we have at a very extreme level. But imagine then if the same area, even higher, more sensitive than that, is being affected by a misalignment, then could you imagine it causing dysfunction in your body? Maybe not a total loss like Christopher Reeves, but an alteration or a diminished function in your body. It makes sense.
It's frustrating as a practitioner to see people stuck in that mindset. But the only way to change it is to have the person change their own mind. So really, in a gentle way, that's a big part of our job, is to help people change their mind into understanding that their body was designed for health and designed for wellness and designed to honor and glorify its creator, not to be sick and not to, wither and become frail.
We want to see every single person, yes, feel better, and yes, get better, but most importantly, transform the way that they think so that they live differently, so that they make decisions differently, and they're instead of dependent on a medical system, they're independent to make their own choices, their own decisions in their healthcare that will lead logically to better health itself. Those are the people that don't need to run to the doctor every time they feel sick. They don't need to run to the doctor every time they don't understand, because they're pursuing the understanding of how health works and making decisions accordingly. That is independence, and that is what people should seek.
It's easy to throw around terms like revolutionary or game-changing. This is actually as old as it gets, because we understand that the body is pretty capable of dealing with its own problems. We just have to remove the interference that's keeping it from expressing that full potential. And that's what we're doing here. Is it revolutionary? Yes. It's revolutionary because nobody else is talking about it. Everyone else wants to say, I've got the answer. You need to do what I'm telling you to do. Me, listen to me. That's not what I'm telling you. That's not what we're telling you. We're telling you, listen to your body. Function the way that your body was designed to function.
If people will continue to keep their minds open to the possibilities that the body might just be able to heal itself, then more and more folks are going to catch on to the idea, hey, you know what? Rather than taking a drug or trying to have something cut out, let me see what my body can do to help itself function and heal in the way that God designed it to.
Instead of looking at the body as an individual piece or part and compartmentalizing everything and prescribing a drug to solve all the problems, let's get to the cause. And usually the cause is something that's further up and down the body, somewhere else. If we can take out the interference that's keeping the body from searching out and finding that on its own, it can correct itself. We don't need to have the input from the outside from a drug or from a surgery. Most of the time that doesn't solve the problem that is actually there. It only masks it.
There are rules put into the way things are created. There are established principles that cannot be changed. And so instead of trying to fight it with technology and medicine, instead I'm going to embrace it. And I want everybody to embrace it so that they can finally experience the blessing of your design working right.
This is something that can impact literally everyone that you know. You start to see changes in your own life. Great. Bring in a family member. Tell a friend about it. Tell the whole world. Why would you not want to shout it from the mountaintop that you're being led down a path that's not going to help you have health? You're being led down a path that is going to help you mask all of the problems that are happening in your life. You need to give your body the opportunity to heal itself and to function from within.
So everybody should hear about upper cervical care. It's not for just those who are hurting. It's not just for those who have neck pain and headaches. It's for those who want to experience health. It's impossible to experience health if your brain's not talking to your body. Based on anatomy and physiology, that is the way it works. And so if somebody wants to experience health in their body, whether they're hurting and dysfunctional or they're healthy and they just want to experience the best health they can, upper cervical care is that solution. And it is the solution because it is not saying that we as doctors are the ones that are going to hand it to you. We're just going to get anything in your life out of the way so that you can experience the health you were created to experience in the first place.